Well, let's start. First, if you think the speed or velocity of my speaking is too slow, you can speed up the reproduction of the video of the episode on the YouTube player in your TV, smartphone, tablet, or computer. You have the option. You just check it. The other thing is that you can support me on Patreon. Patreon.com/peacegustav. You can support me with some dollars. And if you want, you can check my art. I do Christian art. And it's here. My art, gustav.blogspot.com. And that's the beginning of the episode. Um, we can talk the mercy of God, the mercy of Jesus. Jesus is merciful and don't send us to hell even if we sin. And He doesn't punish us even if we deserve it, because He is merciful. The mercy of God reaches the clouds in the heaven. We gotta celebrate it, because if it was not for the mercy of God, we would be all lost in hell. So that's why we worship God. We worship Him for His characteristics, and among His many characteristics, we found His great mercy. He also loves, He also blesses, He also gives you mysteries. He also teaches you everything you need to know to live a complete Christian life. And it gives you His power to preach even in the desert. Even in the desert, He is with you. Because I preach in the desert, like John the Baptist. John the Baptist use uses to preach used to preach in the desert, and people was going to him to listen to him and be baptized. The effort to be saved, or the promise to be saved, was on account of the people, because the people were the ones who need to go to the desert to encounter John the Baptist, and not John the Baptist go to the city to baptize people. And that's kind of funny for me, according to what I understand. I understand very little, but I can preach nonetheless. I can preach that God gives His gifts to anyone who deserves it, and anyone who is found grace in him or her. Virgin Mary found grace into the eyes of God. John the Baptist found grace into the God's eyes. It may be me, Gustav, found grace into the eyes God, into the eyes of God, to the God's eyes, and I preach in the desert. Maybe when I am dead, some people will find my content and see that I was preaching in the desert. And I was right, because I preached that Jesus is love. Because what more valuable than the love of God? With love we can do everything. Love makes us be who we are and share with another the thing the other is. Love is so essential in everyone's life, in everyone's lives. Um, that's a characteristic of Jesus, God Himself. Nobody has seen never God. But we can see Jesus. Jesus is a human being. And God, when God created a human being, He said, let's make the man resemblance our own image. He didn't say the same about the angels. He didn't say, let's make the angels according to our image. But when He created human, He said that. So it's not strange that Jesus is a human, a glorified human. And what I'm saying is, it's not a mystery that God reveals only to me, but it's what is written in the Bible. I'm saying nothing more, nothing less than is written in the Bible. We humans are gods. The Son of God are gods. We are gods. We are powerful like God? No. But we are gods. The Psalm says, you are gods. And what involves that you are a god? Nothing. Nothing interesting. You are a god. What can you do? You can have many characteristics. But that doesn't mean you are super powerful like Superman. Not in this earth, not in heaven. It doesn't matter that we are gods. It's not an interesting topic. Many people will say me, you are teaching false doctrines. You're teaching false doctrine. But I am just telling what the Bible says. And they imagine when I say we are gods, they imagine that I am saying we are supernatural humans that can make everything possible and we can kill God Father. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying we are son of God, daughter of God. Therefore, we are gods. As Jesus is God and is a human being, same wise, we are human beings and are gods, lesser gods, not so bright like Jesus. Remember that Jesus said, the apprentice is not more than his master, but he can aspire to be like his master, and that is all that he can get. We cannot surpass Jesus. We cannot surpass his glory. And also remember that you gotta stop sinning. Because if you keep sinning, you will be ashamed. You will be put to shame. Do you want to be ashamed? Do you want to feel humiliated? Nothing that is hidden will be kept hidden. All what is in secret will be brought up to light. Remember the characteristic of Jesus, the characteristics of human being, and the bad sin is. That sin is. Remember, please. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening all the video.